When you imagine renting an apartment, you probably think it's simple. You sign a lease agreement, skim a few lines, put your name down, and that's it. Keys in hand, move in, done. But that document you sign is not just paperwork. It is a legally binding contract that controls where you live, how you live, what you're allowed to do in that property, and what can happen if something goes wrong. And the reality is, most renters have no idea what they actually agreed to when they signed it. So in this video, I'm going to break down what a lease agreement really is, what the important parts mean, what landlords can do and can't do, and the common mistakes that cause people serious problems later, because this is something almost every adult signs without properly understanding what a lease agreement really is. A lease agreement is a legal contract between you and a landlord. What that really means is that you've agreed to a long list of rules about how you can live in that property. Rules about how long you can stay, rules on when you can leave, rules on what you can change, what you're responsible for, and what the landlord is responsible for. Once you sign it, you are legally bound by everything inside it, even the parts you didn't read. That's the part most people don't realize. Fixed term versus month to month. Most leases are fixed term, usually 12 months. This means you are legally committing to paying rent for the entire year, not staying if things go well. Committing. A month to month lease is more flexible, but most landlords prefer fixed term because it protects them. Most renters don't realize that a fixed term lease is closer to a loan agreement than a casual arrangement. The rent section people ignore. The lease tells you how much rent to pay and when, but more importantly it tells you what happens if you don't. Some leases allow landlords to issue formal notices after only a few days of late rent, even if you attempt to pay, even if you're slightly behind. This is where many renters get into serious trouble during hard times. Security deposit versus lease. A lot of people think the deposit protects them. It doesn't. The lease protects the landlord. The deposit is just extra protection for damage and unpaid costs. The lease is what gives landlord legal power if things go wrong. Maintenance and repairs. The lease separates normal wear and tear and damage caused by the tenant. But what counts as damage is often loosely defined. For example, small nail holes may be fine, large wall damage definitely not fine, dirty oven often charged, carpet stains definitely charged. The lease often gives the landlord broad power here. Alterations you didn't realize you can't do. Most leases forbid painting walls, drilling holes, installing shelves, pets without written permission. People do these things casually and only discover later that they broke the lease. Guests, roommates, and subletting. Many leases restrict how long guests can stay, who is allowed to live there, whether you can sublet a room. This surprises people who think it's my place, I can have people over. Legally, it's not your place. You're occupying it under rules. Breaking a lease early. If you decide to leave early, you don't just lose your deposit, you may earn rent until a new tenant is found, advertising fees, reletting fees. Some people end up owing thousands because they didn't understand this part. Inspections and privacy. Leases clearly allow landlords to inspect the property once with notice. Many renters feel uncomfortable with this, not realizing they agreed to it. As long as proper notice is given, it's legal. How evictions actually start. Evictions don't start dramatically. They start with notices: late rent notice, breach of lease notice, repair notice, ignored, and it all traces back to what you agreed to in the lease. What notice really means. Your lease defines how much notice you must give to leave, sometimes 30 days, sometimes 60. If you don't follow this exactly, you can be charged extra rent. Common mistakes renters make. They don't read it, they assume it's standard, they don't keep copies, they don't understand the obligations, and they only read it when there's already a problem, which is already too late. A lease agreement isn't just paperwork, it's the rule book for your home, and understanding it before you sign can save you thousands of dollars, stress, and legal trouble later. This is something most adults are never taught, but now you know what to look for before you sign. If you're ever interested in more videos like this, please consider subscribing. You'll help me out heaps. Peace.